Gray hoodie came in. A gray hoodie came in. Gray hoodie alert. Gray hoodie alert. What's going on, everybody? Everybody. Welcome to the show. Week 40 or episode 40. It's been a lot of weeks. I don't even remember how many weeks it is, but we are on episode 40. So welcome to the show. I appreciate you guys joining us today. It is Thursday, May 6th, 2021. We are in the midst of COVID-19, a pandemic, and we are trying to stay safe and keep you guys entertained in the meantime. So, welcome to the show. Welcome my brothers. My sisters won't be here today. Salute to y'all. Salute to my brother Quentin, my brother Sadar, if you're joining us. Hopefully we'll see you. Salute to the May babies. Sharika, happy birthday, my baby.
Yeah.
Oh, no, your baby's birthday. Happy birthday to your baby. So salute to her. So let me introduce my brothers. I'm not sure what they say. The one and only Al Deezy. Yeah, that's his name. So Al Deezy. What's going on, bro?
Man, I done did this whole song, bro. What's happening, everybody? What's happening?
I know you did. What's going on, man? It's good to see you, bro. Where can they find you at?
Man, if y'all ever on Twitter, y'all gonna see the black man ... angry as hell. Facebook is just my name. You can look on my website, see my trucks and stuff. AAndersonTruckingLLC.com. I'm about to add another one and about 3 more trailers to that thing.
Because he died going rich. But we'll talk about that later. That's what's up, man. What you drinking up?
Man, not a damn thing. I need to go and get some. Excuse me while I'll be right back.
That's what it is. My brother Joseph Cross. What's going on, my brother? Andre.
Captain. What's happening, Captain? Panel?
It's been a blessing. It's been a blessing of a week, ain't it, bro?
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Man, yeah, it's been awesome, man. God
we'll get to it later, man.
Things.
That's what he has been doing. He always has and always will. What you drinking on, bro?
Little Arnold Palmer.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
what you pull out the styrofoam cup. I thought you had some codeine in that boy.
Hey. And Ray, I thought Joe would be celebrating by now, so he probably already has. Where can they find you at, my brother?
Joe Andre online, everything. That's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook. Holla at your boy, hit me up. Yeah.
That's what it is, my brother. Always good to see you. OG, the OG of the crew, the big bro, Mr. Maddie. What's going on, sir?
What's going on, family? How y'all feeling?
Excellent, good brother. Excellent.
AKA aka DodgeToken.org. What's going on,
Dogecoin
Playboy?
Rich and DogeToken.org. You can find me there. We'll talk about that later. But yo,
Where can they find you at, bro?
You can find me at Madison Twins on Twitter. You can find me on the website josephrmadison.com. If you don't own your name, you don't own your fame.
That's real talk. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll talk to you in a minute. My cuz, Ray Wills, New York. What's going on, cuzzo?
All is well, good brother, man. You know, just enjoying this lovely weather we're having in the city. Finally, New York's starting to open back up, so you know, feeling good again.
Y'all opened up. Where can they find you at, cuzzo?
Wills TV on Instagram, Ray Wills at Twitter, and Ray Williams on Facebook.
What you drinking on?
Oh, I bought another bottle of Espolón Reposado because that's what I like. So, you know, another week.
I would never get on you about what the hell you drinking. That is your choice, baby. Welcome to the show. You guys can find me IG Sam 2 times, on Twitter Sammy Jackson Jr. My whole name. And I didn't do that. My sister signed me up. And you can email me, Sammy at sje-llc.com. So that's where I can be found. I only did that because somebody said I don't give myself enough credit. So I'm doing it. And I'm drinking on some 1942. If it's not that, it's Don Julio and Yeho. If it's not that, it's Patron and Yeho. But that's really like last, whatever. So welcome to the show, guys. Episode 40. I'm happy to be here, man. We were supposed to have my guy Rude Jude on the show, but something came up dramatically. You know what? I won't say dramatically, but he hit me up about 2 hours ago and said, man, he's so sorry, but he won't be able to make it. Something serious happened. So salute to Jude. We love you, brother. And so he said that he will make it up to me. So whatever date I choose, another date, we'll do that. Also, so after today's show, my fellas don't know this, but I'm announcing this right now. I've been thinking about it. I'm gonna announce it. After today's show, we'll be done for the month. We'll come back next month, one day out of the week. One Thursday out of next month, another Thursday the following month in July, August, September, and then we'll end. I think our last show will be our live broadcast at Homecoming, where we'll have our guest, Dr. Our president of our great university, Alabama A&M, Dr. Hugh Guinea, our athletic director, Brian Hicks, Mary Jones Moore, who is our Alumni Association president, as well as our football coach, Coach Maynard. So that'll be our last episode. I think we should go out on top. Hopefully you guys agree with me. We can talk about that real quick. Look, the world is, again, I started this thing during, when we was all locked down. We started with Talk to Me Radio, and then I came up with this. And you guys have been just amazing, and the ladies as well with Ladies Night. And also that episode, our last episode, will be a reunion of everybody. So all of our ladies that's been on the past shows, let's talk about it. All of the fellas that's been on the previous, let's talk about it. And Ladies Night as well, I'm sorry. So I believe that we have given you guys a lot. This has been an amazing ride. We got so much more, just not with this, because the world is getting ready to open back up. And people are, as you see today, 3 of our ladies are not available. Some came up, which is okay. So I just think that, I want to be respectful of you guys' time and lives. And I know we have grown together. We've done a lot. We've literally we can literally say we've made a lot of money together. I mean, like from the start of this pandemic to right now, the we have is I can't even speak it in words. You know what I'm saying? So, Joe Cross, what's your thoughts?
Real brotherhood, man. I was just telling my brother, I tell my wife all the time, you know, Drake came out with a song, No New Friends, No New Friends. Yo, that's it sounds good, but at the end of the day, man, God moves through people and connecting. The more people you connect with, like the more opportunities there are, the more opportunities for financial growth, for maturity on just every single level. And man, this has been one hell of a ride. The family that we've created here, everybody in the chat gang, just being just an intimate part of this group and just getting to know people through the chat gang on this panel. It's like it's awesome, man. It really is.
Yeah, yeah. And that's real. Sharika says something. Salute to the chat gang too. Like I told y'all, I'm a man of my word. Ray, I tell you, I'm very adamant on making sure that the chat gang is taking care of this homecoming. I swear to y'all gonna love me. I'm gonna make sure that the chat. I'm gonna make sure that the chat gang, Alicia, Sharika,
Gang
the
gang.
team. Who else? Rob Howe,
Rob Howard, gang gang.
there's a lot of you
Fatima.
guys.
Yeah.
Danielle Brooks. There's a lot of you guys, but I'm gonna make sure that you guys are well taken care of. This homecoming is going to be something serious, and we're just gonna have a lot of fun. So, I want to make sure that you guys are, I got love for y'all. So, yeah, Cuzzo, your thoughts?
So I think it's a great time to transition. I think summer months as people travel, people have things coming up, in lives. You know what I mean? Like the kids will be out of school and all of that. So I think it's a good time, to sort of transition down on some month. Let people enjoy their summers, man, and like at any point we can always come back and come in and meet up and do a impromptu show. So it's never the end. It's never goodbye. It's a see you later.
Yeah, I agree. Al Deasy.
Well, my brothers, I I agree with Ray 100%. Perfect timing for everything. You know what I'm saying? We've had a hellacious run and done some great things, connected with some good people. So yeah, this is what it is. And I know Ray put me on. I don't have a back screen, so y'all see my workout equipment back there. This is also my office and everything. So y'all see paperwork up here, wherever it is. Yeah. So fuck it though. This is what it is. This is the last time until next month.
It's all good, baby. I was just making sure you knew.
But goddamn, I just bought my microphone. I just bought my microphone, man.
It's okay. It's gonna get some good use. You ain't done. We
ain't done. We're not done.
Yeah,
like
we got something extra special for everybody.
Matter of fact, Rob Howe said it. If we need something to talk about, we can always have a let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Salute.
Maddie, real quick, Maddie, your thoughts.
Hey, listen.
I know I saw you say, hold on.
We didn't just talk about it. We showed y'all what we was about. We said what we were about, and we showed you the way through it, right? It's just a pandemic. I still see people walk out of the bathroom without washing their damn hands. You know what I call them? Customers. So let's get we on to another level, and I think people understood going in that we were trying to galvanize a entire community, not the old folks and the young folks, but an entire
Right.
community. And
Right.
by that, we have served a lot of folks, and we're not done yet. Service is truly sovereignty, but we want to focus in this next season on making sure everyone is sovereign.
Real talk. And that's what we doing.
Hey, yo, Sammy.
Yo, I love this. I love this.
So-
Joe, where you at, Cross? Cross, say, hold on, man. Let me cut. Hold on, man.
I gotta order my shit tonight. Y'all ain't gonna just do me like that on this show, goddamn it.
I'm saying we got the white hoodie, the maroon hoodie, the gray hoodie, the maroon
Where are
t-shirt.
we going?
It looks awesome, man. It look.
But what I was about to say is, man,
bro.
we need to go and take a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hold on. Wait, let me grab my bottle.
Yeah, we need to go and do this. Joe, you ready?
I'm ready.
I hope that ain't no lean, Joe. You got
No, lean.
He's gonna be leaning.
Sammy, what happened, bro? You froze up.
He sure did. Sure as hell did. So put my glasses on, see who in this chat gang.
My bad. I'm here. Aldo, what else did we
Sammy, I
lost?
don't know. Huh?
Interesting. You know what? I don't know what just happened.
Oh,
Sammy
shoot.
on here twice like a mug.
That's
there we go.
Sammy.
I don't know.
Video stuttering.
I don't know what. Are y'all? Am I here now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened, but something
we finna
just
take
happened.
it
But
back.
I'm back. So anyway,
It was
We finna take
Sam
a shot.
you said you wanted to do a toast for what?
Just because, nigga. This is just because. We freestyling this show. And he's gone again.
Rose again.
You can go ahead and
Oh, there you go.
and do the toast.
Welcome back, Sammy.
What's going on?
Now you
know,
Sam
I've
three
been on
times.
time travel.
But I guarantee you this.
It's
All
the
right.
Mandela effect.
All right. I'm back. I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, I missed that. You said we doing a toast for what?
Just because.
Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck it. Just because. Y'all ready?
But
This
wait.
ain't the end.
Yeah. Let me go ahead. You gonna toast it out?
No, you toast it out, Maddie.
This is not the end of the show, everybody. We're just doing
This is just because we in the mood. This how the show gonna go today. So
Right.
I want a special shout out to everybody that's joined us on this journey, that within and without the A&M Bulldog family. All of our non-A&M folks, we value you and we thank you for joining us. All of our Bulldog folks, you're probably the reason they came. I'm thankful for each and every reason that we got an ounce in the bottle. Salute, brothers.
Salute.
Salute.
Salud.
And I want to, whoever just said, dang, he drinking straight out the bottle. Come drink with me. I got another bottle for you.
All right. So you need Mandela hoodie. Hey, that's not a hoodie. That's a crew neck, right?
Oh no, it's a tee. It's a
It's
t-shirt.
a T. She said, that's what she said.
Yo, that bitch is crispy, yo, dog.
It is. That
Yo.
boy fire.
That boy is crispy. Anyway,
I need that.
Anyway, if you want to, this stream is sponsored by the Hill versus Everybody.com. And check out our line from Heather Gray to White, as you see Al Deasy modder, to the t-shirt Maddie has on, to the hoodie Cuzzo Ray has on. So salute to the Hill versus Everybody. I'm sure everybody on here already has one, but salute to those who have supported that movement so far. We love you guys. So shout out to my dog Carmen J. Thomas. Salute to you, my sis. All right, so look.
Carmen.
So
Carmen.
today we were supposed to have my guy Ruju. Something dramatic came up, so he will be joining us on another episode. He just told me to choose it. I'm gonna just choose it out of the next 4 episodes that we have before homecoming. So again, we'll see you guys after today. One Thursday in June. one Thursday in July, one Thursday in August, one Thursday in September, and then we will end with our 5th and final episode live with a special brunch on Sunday of homecoming, October 10th in Huntsville, Alabama. All right. It's going to be major. So, second half of today's show, my brother Dondi is going to join us, and we're going to talk cryptocurrency, all this money we've been making, and yeah, let's do that. In the meantime, Joe Cross, Ray Wills, what we got?
Okay, so everybody know about Jeff Bezos, right?
Mhm.
And his divorce. And now, I see all these funny memes about Bill Gates. Hey, big head, all the hey, big head Bill Gates jokes. I just got a question, like, for the fellas, like this for the fellas. And I just want to know, like, when you hit a billionaire status, what's the real advantages is there more advantages to being married than disadvantages? Or like, does the love weigh? Is it balanced? Like, I just want to know what y'all take on that is, man.
I think
So
it depends on the person.
Yes.
I think it really depends on the person and the two people, because I can look at me and my wife, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people couldn't have done what we've done. We've literally been in the house since March of last year, and we've had fun. We've enjoyed ourselves this last year. But if we were rich, it would be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trade her for anything, you know what I'm saying? Because of who she is as a person and her personality. And I know for a fact she wouldn't get rid of me. She'd be all up under me. She like this shirt, bro. Clingy. I hope you watching.
I thought you was about to say comfortable.
No, clingy, nigga. But I love that though, and that's how I wanted it. So I just believe it's the people, man. If the dude wanted to work, it'll work. If the female wanted to work, it'll work.
Well, so I also think that when you reach a certain stage, marriage is no longer about love, right? Like, so Bill and Melinda Gates are a brand. You know what I mean? And so, like, one of the things that I read in an article today was that it's going to be a clean divorce because they have a separation contract in place, right? Like, so those sound like two corporations, right? Two brands that are going to split amicably because they both built it, you know what I'm saying, or are equal partners in it. So I do think that the reason for marriage and the reason for divorce are very different when you're in the billionaire realm. I just read an article about how the whole Jeff Bezos thing came about. So yeah, apparently his girlfriend's or now wife or fiance or whatever, her brother works in that tabloid space and basically sold her out to the tabloids. And Jeff Bezos went public, basically said he wasn't going to be extorted. But anyway, man, I just think it depends.
People, man.
Right, exactly.
That's that bullshit these mugs be on.
So I'm curious for the other married gentlemen on the panel. What are your thoughts in terms of your billionaire status and getting divorced?
So I feel like everything that Aldo said is correct, but none of that requires marriage. I think the question was, what are the benefits of being married when you're a millionaire? A billionaire, I'm saying with a B. I really don't know why a single billionaire male would get married, right? Well, I do, because he didn't become a billionaire because he's stupid, so he'll have separation contracts in place. So I would have to say the reason would only be love, right? Because he can literally buy everything else. If you're a billionaire, you can buy a small country, right? Like your GDP is that of small countries, some of them. Yeah. So the only reason could be love, because you're not going to expose yourself to financial ruin for love. You don't become a billionaire like that, right? That's not how you become a billionaire. So you're going to make sure separation contracts are in place, which I personally strongly advise, right? It's not like it's not a Bezos thing where she was there from day one. If you meet a chick, excuse me, I ate a daggone almonds.
Oh yeah, you need to make up on your shot too, Sadar.
Oh, I'm not drinking right now, bro, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But here, no, I'll get one with you. But I guess my point is that if someone is there to love you, why would they want half your money if they leave? Especially if they met you and you were already on. Now, if she helped you grow to that, she does deserve something. Half or not, I don't know, that can be argued, but you can't just tell somebody to sit at home, keep your kids while you grow off and make millions and millions and millions, and she leaves and she gets nothing. But if you met me, a millionaire, and all you did was basically live a millionaire wife's life, and you dip with what you came with, sweetheart. Not what you can't be had.
But you got to make sure that's in writing.
Correct. Like Bill Gates
there's a real statute with that, right? You don't want to be messed up and unprotected without having a legal standing. You want to make, because it's different every state. You want to make sure state by state you're aware of what it is.
Well, and here's the thing too, man. And Dundee and I, we laugh about this. I talk to him often. People who say they don't believe in a prenup, they're lying. They don't believe in a prenuptial agreement that doesn't favor them. If you get married, let me be very clear. If you get married, you have a prenuptial agreement. The state wrote it for you.
Yeah.
It's there. A prenuptial agreement is what happens if you separate. The state already wrote that for you. It's implicit, right? It's like you agree to the speed limits if you get a driver's license. If you don't, you get a ticket. They told you how fast you can drive or not. It's not up to you for real. So the only thing going outside of the one the state wrote for you and writing one is being the author of it. Do I trust the state more, or do I trust me and my wife more, or me and my fiance, whatever is the time, to make up policies that divide assets? Of course, I would love to be in a situation where I automatically get half. Yeah, I'd say I don't believe in prenups too. Yes, you do. You believe in a prenuptial agreement that gives you half. That's what you believe in.
So make sure you marry rich or make her rich while you at it, huh? Is that what you're saying? So you get half?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I'm not personally giving marriage advice by far, but I would say in terms of finances, marry somebody on your same level, or similar level, or get all that stuff spelled out.
Yeah, women don't believe in that.
Well, I mean,
when I married my wife, I was broke as ever.
Well, I mean, so I would say you make a lot of money now, right? And you guys earn that money together. So that's different. You guys married, then you earned a lot of money together. Half of that's yours, half of that's hers. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about someone's already on.
Can I ask how old you guys were, Aldo, when that happened?
I was 34 when I met my wife, and she was 39.
What about you, Joe Cross?
So
I'm saying, how old were you when you met your wife, and how old was she?
Oh, when I met her, I was probably like 25, right? And she was probably like 20, but we didn't date until like years later. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, C?
When I met my wife, what was I doing? I was 3, I guess. There was a little overlap with a cheerleader from A&M, so I don't want to tell all my business. But my wife was over at Oakwood, and I was still closing out a deal over there in Normal Hills. So I don't want to, Anyway, just say 23. I don't know. 23. We got married at 27. I don't know what to say.
No, this nigga, man.
Sometimes there's a little gray area. Sometimes there's a little.
Yeah. 90% of the time, there's some overlap. So Aldo, I do want to say, right? That's wild. That's wild, Aldo. So I will say this: that you are an exception, and your wife was grossly irresponsible for marrying you if you were broke. I'm saying that as a father of 2 daughters, right? Like if my daughter came to me and said she wanted to marry someone that was broke, I would say she was being grossly irresponsible. Right. Unless you had a huge upside.
So let me tell you, I was working at TVA. So I mean, I wasn't saying I was broke, you know what I'm saying? But I was making money, just no savings. You know what I'm saying? I always made money, just no savings. But now it's different. You know what I'm saying? We are good. We're in a good area now. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a blessing.
Here we are almost 7 years from the time that we met. You know what I'm saying? And we're all right. We all right.
Yeah, you're
just feel like
most women don't marry broke guys.
Yeah,
it's just not. It's not a thing
unless they're young.
Because
know,
they weren't taught to marry broke guys.
No, or unless
If
they're
they were-
used to poverty and cool with just being in poverty. Like if that's like people in poor communities do
Right.
get they get married, but like
One thing about I am grateful.
I don't even want a woman with a bum mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I don't want a woman who just want whatever. I don't know. You gotta have that boss spirit about you. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you what I discovered, man. And I might get some flack for this. I realize that. So that's my disclaimer right now. But I know we're going to segue into this a little later, even about the stocks. But when I found out about the stocks, I called all my friends. And what I noticed was the male friends that I called, they were on it. Like, oh shit, really? I can get some money?
Oh, you talking about the Doge?
Yeah. They were like, oh shit, I can get some money? The female friends I call were
and again, we're talking, but hold on. Hey, we're talking. Oh, he didn't come on because you gotta turn your camera on, bro. That it won't even show. But anyway, join us whenever you're ready. You're talking Doge token, not Dogecoin. But anyway, please continue on.
I'm talking token. I'm like, this is next up. And like most of my female friends, they were more reluctant to take that leap as far as money comes. And I was just joking one day, and I just made the synopsis just from that little scenario. I said, it's funny, like dudes really be chasing $1 million, and it seemed like girls really be chasing the dude who be chasing $1 million. So it's like, dang,
hold on, that makes sense though. To be fair, I do y'all niggas the same way. Listen to me.
Yeah,
if I was a bad chick, I wouldn't go to work every day and all that hard work. I'd find one of you guys, work the deal on you and live a good life. See,
or two or three of you.
Like I would not pride myself. If I was a chick, I wouldn't pride myself in like how hard I worked during the day.
Or on 2 or 3 of you, as some of them do. Like
or whatever.
It's a thing. It's a thing, bro.
They sit on a gold mine every single day, right? Like it's just what it is. Why would I go to work and fight all this corporate America racism and sexism and all? I'd go to the gym, be fine as hell, and run y'all for y'all check. Pop out a couple babies, marry one of y'all rich ass fools.
Is it because of us and that's all we really?
No, it ain't just us.
That
ain't just a black thing.
No, it's not.
No, I'm talking about men.
No.
Hold on. Listen to what he's saying. You just said that. Say that again. What is a woman doing?
If I was a woman, especially an attractive woman, God forbid, let me be like attractive as hell and a woman, I would not get up every morning and go to work for my life. I would find a very wealthy man that I like, because people act like two things can't be true. He can be wealthy and I can like him. I'd find somebody I like that's very wealthy. I would marry him and let him go do all that hard work, and I'd stay at home and stay fine and pop out a couple kids, get a nanny for them, and have my whole day to myself. That would be my life plan.
Yeah, that's
sounds exactly like my sister.
Sir, not for nothing, Siddharth, that's still my life plan.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, dog.
That is still my life plan.
I must definitely marry Dennis for a reason. Watch out.
Oh yeah, man.
Y'all niggas crazy, man.
Let me just say one more thing.
I married an engineer. She's
Let me just say this real quick.
We've been saying you're a kept man, Aldo.
What that mean?
What's that mean?
You're a kept man?
You're a kept man.
Oh, I thought you said a cat man.
No.
It's the almond.
KEPT.
Why y'all always wait? Hold on. Why y'all always said that?
We admitted
I love my wife.
Oh, okay. You said you admitted it. Oh,
I love my wife, bro.
Yeah,
my God.
I love mine too.
Hey, so real quick, so somebody wanted to say something. I want to introduce my brother real quick. Who wanted to say?
Well, this will be a prelude to that because Elon Musk calls himself the Doge father, but ladies and gentlemen, the Doge T father has just hit on the motherfucking penalty. That's a prelude. Now go ahead, Sammy, do it properly.
I think Sammy's frozen again, so I'll take this moment to introduce.
Thank you, because I'm like, why Sammy looking at me like that?
Right, no worries.
I thought he was surprised, man.
We want to introduce to some and present to others our brother, member of the panel in the past, and our crypto wizard, brother Dondi West. Welcome to the panel, my brother.
What up? Good to see y'all, man. Been missing y'all guys, man.
Good to see you too, man.
I
told my wife and all.
You back, Sammy?
No, he's still sitting there.
I told my wife and all the churchgoers, the Lord been using Dundee West.
I mean, hey, that was the whole purpose of 2021, man. Like I knew this was going to be a big year, man. So,
I'm saying, Dundee, from me being from Selma, bro, you could have called me like, Al, yo, get on this ASAP.
Yeah,
but I called 3 months. No, you didn't call me, bro. You didn't call me. So you on that Selma High bullshit.
No,
you didn't call me.
No. I'm saying listen, I posted.
Nigga, I am on your case right now, nigga, because you know me. You've been knowing me for about 20 plus years since high school. You've been knowing me, Dundee, and you did not call me and say, Al, you need to get on this, bro.
My bad, man. My bad.
And now here I am 4 months late.
I usually start posting. I start texting. I start putting the word out to as many people as I can. I be thinking that people are gonna like spread the word. You know what I'm saying?
I found out from a Dondi post. Dondi didn't call me, but I got in in January at 0.003 is when I bought in.
All right, so real quick, I was having a little technical difficulty. Did we introduce our guest?
Yes. We did.
Of course we did.
We didn't.
We did. Yeah, absolutely did.
Right, so I was having a little technical difficulty. My brother, not even our guest, our brother, brother of the show, Dondi West. What's up, man? Bro?
For all y'all that got on in January, this goes to y'all, man, because I'm just getting on this.
Okay,
Sammy,
cool.
Ray, Joe Cross, DodgeToken.org. But I love y'all, though. And I appreciate y'all for putting me on last night.
Hey, but so I would say everybody just join this Facebook group we have going called the Love Movement. And that's why I'm going to be putting out a lot of my info, man. Because this is just a start right here. I'm already looking at several other cryptos that we're going to be, investing in collectively.
We're going to adopt, correct?
Right.
Yeah. So real quick, Dondi, for those that don't know, tell people what Doge token is, please.
So Doge token is a cryptocurrency, but a lot of people don't know that you have crypto coins and you have crypto tokens. Crypto coins, that's like your native current, digital currency. So Bitcoin would be a crypto coin. Doge would be a Dogecoin would be a coin. Ethereum would be a coin. But a token is when a coin is created, and when it's created, that's called being forked. So a token is when a coin, when a cryptocurrency is forked on the same blockchain as an existing cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin Cash, for example, is a token that resides on the Bitcoin blockchain. And so with Doge token, it is a token that resides on the Stellar blockchain. Stellar stands for Stellar Lumen. It's abbreviated XLM. So the reason why I focus a lot when it comes to crypto investing on the Stellar network is because it's very fast. It's cross-borderless. It does not. It's eco-friendly, and it's the fastest way to transfer money with cryptocurrency. For example, Bitcoin might take 4 hours to transfer. If you transfer something on the Stellar network, it takes 3 seconds. And so I focus on its utility as an actual currency. And so I was looking, the way that I discovered Doge token is I was looking on this list that had the top 10 cryptocurrencies that reside on the Stellar network. And out of the top 10, Dodge token was the only one that was significantly below 1 cent. And so when I went and did some background on it, I noticed that the only reason it wasn't where it needed to be was because no one was promoting it. Apparently, some really smart developers made it. They made it about 2 years ago, and then they made it perfectly. It had all of those technical indicators that gave it potential, but it was before its time. And so what happened is they just kind of gave up on the project. And so to me, I just happened to be taking this class in this law program I'm in right now on mergers and acquisitions. And I just happened to be going over hostile takeovers. And so to me, it looked like if it was a corporation, it would be a good candidate for a hostile takeover. Huge potential, but missing certain things. So long story short, I started this Facebook group called the Love Movement. And I hit everybody up and I said, yo, everybody like buy in big, because if we buy in big, we basically can become the owners of it. It's like if you had enough money to go buy half of Microsoft, the majority stock of Microsoft, you could become the majority owner just by purchasing so many stock. Now, few people had that much money. But in this case, we had enough money to buy a significant chunk of this Dodge token. So we all bought in big. And we proceeded to promote it as if it was our own. So that's why we started using the hashtag, it's our token now. We didn't create it. I had no contract with Dodge token, but you see I have one they had. But literally, it led to a situation where we were able to basically take it over. And it paid off.
Big time.
So I just want to say that I got that call when I was out of the country and I couldn't get in when everybody else got in.
And you live in New York.
Yeah, because you're muted. What you trying to say?
I'm sorry. That's actually what I want to talk about. Dondi, you left us. I know you probably had to go, but that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about that first day. Sadar, you probably got the call differently. I don't know.
You know what? I don't want to talk about how you guys handle me on this whole money thing because I'm angry about it. I was about to I was about to come to everybody's front door except for Joe, and we was going to see about these hands. But I've kind of got them over there. You know what I'm saying?
So Dark, I put it on the file that I did call you that day, bro.
You're a liar on the file.
I'm taking Dundee love nuts off his car, man. I'm taking all the love nuts.
You feel me? It's a wrap.
Right.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Money.
So here's the thing. Here's what's so great about it.
What's that?
When I saw this coin that was fledging, right, and I decided that black and brown people, we were going to take this over. We were going to produce some wealth.
Right.
It's people who have made $500,000. It's people who, some people put in $100, ended up with $21,000. One girl called me crying, saying she left her abusive husband because she made more money than she had made in her entire life.
There you go. There you go. You got your hat on. You got all your little stuff.
For me, this was not about making money for me. It was about introducing people who were afraid of crypto. I knew it was a win-win situation. And so I wanted to bring as many black people into crypto as possible and show them what was possible. And in addition, come on, Sadar, give me a break, Frat. But in addition, it was sort of an experiment for me because by taking on this token that was basically fledgling, I was able to do an experiment and see what does it take to market a cryptocurrency? What does it take to get people to buy in? What are the things out there? Like one thing I discovered while doing this was that it's possible to have imitation tokens and imitation cryptos. And we had to deal with that a lot. Like that was pretty painful having to deal with. So what I would say is in the very near future, I'm launching my own cryptocurrency based on that learning experience. And, from working with this one, it taught me that when it comes to intellectual property, you got to be buttoned up to make sure no one drops an imitation coin. And so it's going to be very exciting. So I promise you guys, the plan that I have and the token that I'm going to launch, I promise you it's going to generate tremendous wealth for everyone who gets in. I can promise that. Straight up.
So April, go ahead.
So to your point, Dundee, and I want to make sure that folks know that I'm support what you do wholeheartedly. Part of what I want to do with Dogetoken.org is start collecting the type of information so that we could speed up the transition, so people understand how to get in faster without the technical glitches, all of that stuff. That's what Dogetoken.org really is about, and making sure that any questions that come up, we're incorporating, and you have all of the market research data to support that launch.
Right.
Can
And
you,
so what
tell
I've
me
been doing, I've been informally keeping data. And every time someone calls me or screenshot me their wallet, I'm not keeping personal information, but I keep data like this person invested 100, ended up with 21,000. And I'm estimating it, and this is no cap, because I know last time I threw some crypto figures out there, people was like, oh, they on the show capping. No, this ain't no cap, because now I have witnesses. You know what I mean? And I'm estimating that within my circle,
you had
within
witnesses
that group, within that
too,
love
bro.
movement group,
Wait, hold
anywhere
on.
from 50, somewhere in the neighborhood of $50 million in money was generated. You know what I mean? Collectively.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
How many of the tokens equals $40? Because that's the going rate for a particular service.
Shit.
So for the 40, so for 40 tokens, is it like a token per $40, or do you get a discount?
Right now it's priced at a penny. Right now, one token equals a penny and a half.
Okay, times 100 times 40 divided by 5. Okay, I got it. Appreciate that, Ray. Okay, you know what to do, Ray. You know what to do, Ray. You know what to do with that information, Ray, up there in New York.
All I'm saying is I got in last night and I'm already up tremendously.
What time you get in, Aldeezy?
It was late, man. You was on the phone at like 11 o'clock last night.
Oh yeah,
it was late.
It's still.
And I'm already up. And I'm gonna be honest, man, because I got to catch up. So I'm finna drop like $4 more grand in there. I got to catch up.
So Donnie, I
got $75. What can I do for me?
Go ahead, Sammy.
All right. So April 18th. April 18th was the day. That was the day that Ray, I believe, you flew out of the country, right? That was a Sunday.
Yep.
So Dondi sends us a text in the group, and he says, "No, Maddie, you send us something. I guess you and him was already talking. Something about that Fi thing, the Fi app, right? Which y'all still haven't explained that yet.
So go ahead before we.
So,
that's a whole other.
Got you. So you said you, and then when I knew that Dondi was serious, he said, "Hey, we need to get on a quick call real quick, ASAP, about Dodge T."
I'm not in that
what the hell is this?
I'm not even in that group. What group you talking about, Sammy?
I was busy. Hold on. I was busy because the day before, or in 2 days, I had a 420 event with one of my brands. So I said I had a busy. Do you remember that, Dondi? I said, not sure how I missed this, but fill me in later. And then I said, it's been a busy weekend preparing for the Interdash event tomorrow. Big money.
Fatima is a mess.
Money day.
Hey, Sammy.
So
what? Sammy, can you look at
hold on.
I need to know the recipients of the group.
Hold on, listen. I just want to tell y'all how this went.
Behind my back, cuz that ain't cool, bro.
No, it's not, bro. It's not a group behind your back. Listen, let me finish.
Show the recipients. I don't want to hear nothing but the recipients on the group.
Mute.
So listen.
Can you mute this man? God damn it. Chill for 2 seconds.
So look. Listen. This was on Sunday.
Bro.
I feel the same way, Sadark. I promise I feel the same.
This was on a Sunday. Ray had just flew out of the country. I was getting ready for an event, so I wasn't paying attention. And I noticed that Dondi said, "Can we get on a call?" He'll never be that anxious.
So let me explain something about Dondi. Donnie, the busiest nigga I know. That nigga don't have time to talk about shit. So when Donnie say, you know,
get on the call,
you need to get on the call.
So 4 days later, Ray's out of the country enjoying himself. I ain't talked to him. I had an event 2 days before this, 4 days later. So 4 days going by. Madison sends a text to say, Donnie, let's get this bag. Let's talk about the structured way to get everyone a million Dogecoin that's already plugged in. We have some influential folks. So we like, what's going on? So Donnie say, hey, y'all, check your Dodge T wallets. Up almost 600% today. I went from 600 to almost 5,000 a day. But in the long run, I'm not selling, right?
Okay, Sammy. We don't need the whole transcript.
Hold on.
Man, fuck this, man.
I gotta finish. See, I had to mute you. See, I had to. So look. So he said, I came in. This on my late mother's birthday on Friday, April 23rd. I said, nigga, call me. So we all looking at our thing because I had signed up, but I forgot right when he said it, but I was busy. Ray, who's over out of the country, he calls on the FaceTime like,
no. So hold on, Cuddle. So on that Sunday, I tried to get in and couldn't. I talked to Donnie. I called Donnie. Donnie said get on the phone. I got on the phone with him. We talked. I couldn't get in because they don't do business in New York. All my credit cards, all my debit cards, everything have New York addresses. I had one card with a fucking $200 limit in Florida.
So literally, can I show this, Donnie? Is this okay? The screenshot that you sent?
Yeah, that's cool. It's probably way outdated.
You sure?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
I know it is. That's why it's good to show. So on my late mother's birthday, April 23rd, Donnie say, check your shit, check it. Madison like, nigga, what? Donnie like, yes, sir. He said, damn. I said, oh my God. And then Donnie sends the screenshot.
Point, how many to move it to the side?
Because we can't see.
So point 00082.
No, go down. Go down. Sammy, go down. There you go.
That's a real wallet. So that nigga eating, right? So I'm like, oh, hold on. Let me get into this. So Dark, that's really how it went. It wasn't like, yes, you can talk, but hold on. I just want to explain to you that it's not secret. Go ahead.
It won't go well.
Okay, that's cool. I appreciate it, man. I thank you. I haven't gotten an apology yet, but I'm not tripping off that, man. Y'all still my people. I just really wanted to know the recipient list of that original text group that y'all talking about, because I'm in a text group with y'all, with everybody on this panel and the women, but y'all went out and made a different, special, money-hungry text group, and you boxed me out.
So let me explain this part.
Can I say my thing?
There's no rationale behind that, but here's what happened. Prior to that, we were talking about the play.
Define we. You guys keep saying the word we, and I'm not in it.
Wait. Hold on. Me and Ray could feel a certain way too, Sadar, because Madison and Donnie had already had the play already.
So we were talking about Nokia.
Listen. Baby, what you finna give me so I can put on this?
You said 1,000.
Thank you very much.
1,000 going in on it. Play with money like that.
$1,000. It really ain't late. It ain't too late.
Why you stunting on us like that?
Yeah, don't be
I got
you.
Wow, you guys really are. You guys really are into the cash, aren't you?
Are y'all kids in sports? Where y'all get all this money from? Y'all kids play travel ball or anything?
We work hard. Hey, yes, we do travel. Hey, we do travel thanks to Sammy Jackson Jr. We do travel.
Sammy, okay, I'm over my attention tantrum, guys. But let's do this. Show people how to do it from A to Z real quick.
Aldo.
It is. I like that. No.
Aldo's wife came in here, so
yeah.
Hey, she is pretty. Bring her back over here.
That's what
Hold on. Hey,
Aldo came in. So.
Hey, baby,
No,
when you come back, come
seriously,
sit in my lap, baby.
seriously.
Hold
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
So look, everybody's
Come here.
all right.
I
So
can't
look,
stand damn
Don't
secret
do this by
mixtape.
yourself,
Alicia,
bro.
I can't stand
we have a crypto
Hey,
talk.
Sammy.
No, so
Oh, now we are. You guys are having crypto talks.
we are.
What are we doing?
Let's
all
talk
right.
about it.
Hold on,
Nothing.
Ray.
We
What
just
does she mix with? Ray, what does she mix with? I didn't see her in the last one.
Man,
she Jamaican.
Oh, haha, little jerk chicken ass girl. Got you an old goddamn jerk chicken and festival ass girlfriend.
All right, so look,
I'll put it in there.
here we go. So
Aldo, I love you, baby.
Love you
So
too, bro.
Jelena, what's up, baby? Thank you for joining
Hey,
us.
Sammy.
Hey, Jelena.
What's up? What's up?
Hey.
Yolanda, who?
Hey,
What is it?
Jelana.
I'm the only
Jelana, how
one
you
that
doing, baby?
Kristen, what's up?
I'd like to thank you, Jelana, for taking a risk on him when he was broke. I really think that was very nice of you. He was poor as shit, and you, as a successful black queen, decided to let him marry up, and we appreciate you for that.
I told you I married up.
You did.
Yes, Disa Sadark is on his Sadark tonight.
We said earlier that it was gross.
Okay, so Sadar, you muted, Ray is muted, and Aldo is muted. Okay, cool. So I had to mute everybody because you guys are on one today. But Jelana, thank you for joining us. Kristen, God damn it. Go ahead, Maddie.
Go ahead. No, go
ahead, big bro. Go ahead, big bro.
I just wanted to circle back to make sure we got to touch base on the Dogecoin part and how that sparked all of this conversation.
That's literally what I was just about to say because people want to know. So thank you, Maddie. Go ahead and start there. Hold on. Those are singles though, Maddie. You got to get 20s.
Tuition is due. We got to pay tuition this weekend.
It'll be a 20 ball if you do that with this.
She's supposed to bring them to me.
But, all right, so look. So go ahead and Maddie, start from the Doge part. And then Donnie, come back in and let's go to the Doge token because people want to know. Then we'll get into how you guys can purchase it. So start there, please, Maddie.
So when we got the message about the Dogecoin, everybody was trying to figure out how to get it, Robinhood, so on and so forth. The reason I keep significant $1.50 is because this is what I put into Robinhood in Dogecoin only. After that shit started jumping, I was like, fuck it. I'm always going to have this much in cash on hand because what that made me just in the coin, like, how you going to shoot and be 2 for 2? How you going to shoot and be 3 for 3, right? This is serious over time because from Dogecoin to Doge token, I've been rocking with Dundee since 2008, 7. And when cryptocurrency first started hitting, he was always telling me about it. And I was like, mad respect, but I ain't had no coins. I had no coins to put in. A decade later, that same 150 I wish I would have spent then, I spent today, and it's done numbers.
Yeah. So that was Doge. Same here. I got a wallet that I lost the keyword to, and this was back in like 2014. I'm pretty sick about that. But so Dondi, can you come back in real quick because we want to get to the Doge T token. All right. So we were at Doge, and that was literally Dondi too. Told us a while ago, get on this Dogecoin. Get on this Dogecoin. We got on it.
Posted it on Facebook.
Yep, I already knew about Bitcoin. Some of us did. We got on Doge, start eating. Then Dondi, like I told y'all on the 19th or the 18th, he sent us a text and told us to get on this Doge token. So Dondi, can you tell everybody step by step how to get on the train that we are on? This nigga's a dog. Yeah, good shit, Aldo. All right, go ahead, Dondi. You muted, bro. There you go.
for some reason, okay, all right. So I would say the most important thing is just to get involved with the community that we're starting on the love movement, because that's where it's going to have all. I have a YouTube series posted. I have just directions. What is that? The Jewish phenomenon. Whatever, man. So I would say just get on there, man. Just get on there because there's going to be so many people that can help you. You know what I'm saying? And don't invest more than you can afford to lose, because cryptocurrency is very risky. But I can say that by the time I get to the point where I recommend something, it's usually very well vetted and very well researched.
You muted, Sammy.
We lost Dondi. I don't know what's going on. But look, while we grab him, let me tell you guys, because I did walk Aldo, literally walked him step by step in 10, 15 minutes. He got it. How much are you up today, Aldo?
It's a lot. I think I put like 800 in. I'm almost up to $1,000.
Oh,
that's less than 24 hours though.
Yeah, no, that's good though. Okay, so look. So there's an app, guys, called Lobster. It's not Lobster, it's LOBSTR. LOBSTR, for those that want to know. LOBSTR. And in the meantime, join the Love Movement group on Facebook. That's how you can get some of the insight on what we're talking about. So grab that app. Once you get that app, then you are going to purchase lumens, correct, Maddie?
XLM. Yes.
XLM is the code for lumen, or that's the symbol for lumens. XLM.
Let me make a very clear statement real quick. You cannot buy Doge token with cash on these things. You have to convert from another currency or coin or token, preferably XLM lumens.
And that's why you're buying XLM. So however much you have to spend or to invest, you want to put your card in this app. It's very safe. It's going to be a verification through a company called MoonPay. That's who you're actually paying. Once you purchase the lumens, which is XLM, you're going to go into the app. In the top left corner, there's 3 lines. You're going to click that line. Once you click that line, this is after you purchase or loaded your Lobster app. Once you click that line, you're going to go down to swap assets. It's really simple, to be honest with you. Once you go to swap assets, you're going to see XLM at the top. Go ahead. You saying it's not? Go ahead, Ray.
No, go ahead, Cuzzo. I just say it's not simple. It's kind of complicated, and it can be complicated. That's all I'm saying. Anyone that has questions outside of what Sammy's explaining now, DM one of us and we'll walk you through it on your own. That's all I wanted to say. Is just if you can't do it the steps that Sammy is saying, then DM one of us, especially me, because I had the most issues with it. So
that's true.
I had issues last night, and I was on the phone with Maddie for a while last night. And Maddie, I was frustrated too, wasn't I?
Go to dogetoken.org. The links to the Lobster app is there at the very bottom. A link to the Facebook group, The Love Movement, is there. Everything you need, we're trying to put in one place so that we can make it easy
and to be
easy as possible.
And to be honest with you, we want everybody to eat with us. I'm just
Sharika, DM us.
We want everybody to eat with us. Just because we eat. So once you swap,
go ahead.
Once y'all swap assets, going to swap XLM, whatever you purchase. So it's going to look like this. And you're going to swap the XLM that you just purchased for Doge token. And once you swap it, you'll own the Doge token.
I think what's important, Sam, because as you were doing this, I was going through the steps. I think what's important is to remind people that once you go to Lobster, that there is an option there to buy Dogecoin, don't buy that.
And that's what my dumb ass did last night.
So you got to be real careful. I'm literally walking through this while y'all are talking about it. And the first thing I want to do was buy Dogecoin. You don't want to do that.
Another
you
thing,
buy XLM Stellar, and then you take XLM Stellar, and then you buy your Doge token with that.
And not the token with the S.
But not the token with the S. There are two tokens. So there is Doge dash token and Doge dash tokens with an S. The S is the fake Doge token.
Okay.
So make sure that you don't buy the one with the S.
I just want to add that for anyone that, I apologize. And that's why I started the group, man, because with Dogecoin, the original Dogecoin, I felt really bad that it was so easy for so many people to make so much money. So with this one, it's I tried to spread the word more, but that's the whole purpose behind the Facebook group. And one thing that I'm targeting is, and Sammy put up that I own over 22 million of these Doge tokens. I'm not going to sell none of them until it hits $1. I expect it to hit $1, even though it's at $0.015.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
I'm looking. Hey, listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've woken up every day this week or this past week in awe.
Right, because I'll throw some numbers out here. And this again, I've been investing.
I've been investing for a long time, and I've never seen nothing like this, man. I've never seen anything like this.
I have friends. A lot of them you graduated out the streets, but many of them are still in the streets, and they'll tell you, man, you cannot flip a brick this quick, man. I've just never seen it.
Shit.
I mean, that's what they would tell you. But
yeah, and just to throw out some figures, so it was so cheap when I got it that $672 got me the 22 million tokens. Today, those 22 million tokens, the last time I checked, is worth about $480,000. Earlier today, it was worth $570,000.
So I have a question. I do have a question though. Mm-hmm. Once I get my tokens, if I'm not in it for the long run like y'all, how do I make money off the tokens?
You just sell them. You sell them back for XLM.
XLM. So you'll do the same.
You swap that out as cash.
You'll sell your Doge token for XLM, and then you'll exchange your XLM for cash. It's the same.
And they'll buy them back from you.
Yeah.
You're
basically selling at market rate.
You're selling it.
You're selling it at market rate.
You might say no. I just want to know. I don't know about this.
You're selling it. You're literally selling it.
Yeah. The fastest way too, though, is you definitely want Coinbase. That's another app that you want because Coinbase, has the capacity to be connected directly to your bank account. So when you convert the Doge token back to XLM, you can actually send it to your Coinbase wallet and just cash it out for, put it directly in your account if you want to.
That's something that you, Madison, and Dondi has talked about. My thing is, and Ray, I don't know if you know, I don't know how to do that. So what I do know how to sell it and sell it back from Doge token to XLM, but how are y'all sending it to Coinbase? Is it
listen?
Hold on. Let me finish real quick. Mm-hmm. Madison, remember how you sent me that $20 or whatever? Is that the way that you do it?
Right.
I documented it.
Exactly. That's exactly how. So you would send it in that exact same manner, but not instead of me sending it to you, I would send it to my own wallet.
To my Coinbase thing.
Right. I would send it to my Coinbase thing and then cash out.
Okay, go ahead, Dondi.
Hold on before you
go.
No,
I was just going to say, so what I typically do is when you have the Lobster account, that's one crypto wallet. If you have a Coinbase account for each of the cryptos, that's a separate wallet. So essentially you send XLMs from your Lobster account to your Coinbase account, and then Coinbase allows you to quickly swap out US dollar. And then you put it in your bank, and it's usually in your bank the same night at midnight. All right, now here's two areas of caution here. When you send in money to Coinbase, Coinbase not only gives you a crypto wallet address, it gives you a memo ID. For the life of God, if you send money to yourself in Coinbase, do not forget that memo ID, because I did that with $21,000 about 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God, Dundee.
And I just got my money back yesterday by the grace of God. Because I was able to prove that I was the person who tried to send it, because they had me to send a couple of other small amounts. But do not imagine sending $21,000 into the ethosphere, and you don't know if you'll get it back or not. And they tell you straight up. So when you're sending that money back to Coinbase, the most important thing is to make sure you have that wallet, the wallet address right, and the memo ID right, and triple check it.
And just to add to
that, crypto, and Sadar, you might know about this, but like crypto in the cryptocurrency area, like, is unregulated. So like a bank has a rule where, okay, if a customer put in the wrong routing number, you need to be able to warn the customer they put in the wrong routing number. Well, the training wheels are off when it comes to crypto because it's unregulated. So whenever you're sending money from wallet to wallet, triple check it. No matter how excited you are, no matter how much money you made, triple check it, because you're talking to someone who's been doing this since 2010. And I made a $21,000 mistake, and for 2 weeks straight, I didn't know if I was going to see that money ever again. All right.
We got a question.
One more point about warning is I read an article today on CNBC where the IRS is starting to go around and ask. The IRS is starting to ask all of these different cryptocurrency exchanges, send us a list of everybody who cashed out over 20 grand. So when you do, if you make money and it's just sitting there and you haven't cashed out yet, that's not and I'm not a tax professional, so double check all this with your tax professional. But the point I'm trying to make is when you cash out and real money goes in your bank account, you need to be talking to your accountant and don't be greedy. Just go ahead and pay your taxes, because they're starting to come out the crypto people with taxes. So that's something I'm dealing with right now.
I gotta go, y'all. Hold on, Ray. I gotta go, y'all. I'm calling somebody tomorrow. More than likely it'll be you, Maddie, because Dundee don't answer his phone for me. But I love you, bro.
He don't answer for nobody.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna show up at your house,
bro. It's not just you.
I'm gonna show up at your house, bro. And I know I'm welcome.
It's not
but anyway. I love y'all, brothers, man. Y'all know I got a show to do, and I'll see y'all on the next talk show. Love all y'all. Chat gang. Love y'all, man.
I wanted to add
questions. Hey, Dundee, can you check the chat real quick? The chat within StreamYard. We got some questions over there.
Yeah, Joe Carlos, go ahead while Dundee tap the chat, and Dundee, just tell me which one you want me to highlight in a minute. Go ahead, Joe.
I just wanted to add something about these taxes as well. When you're trading crypto, it's looked at as capital gain taxes. That's the type of tax you'll get charged for, like a regular job. Like you would be taxed on your check. And you have short-term capital gain and you have long-term capital gain. Short-term capital gain is anything you cash out in less than a year. That money is taxed between 28 and 37% when you take it from your Coinbase account into your bank account. That they can tax that money from 27 to 30, from 28 to 37% or something like that. Check the numbers.
37%, yes.
When you are invested for over a year and you have that money just sitting in your Coinbase account for over a year, then it decreases significantly. It's like 3 tiers. And depending on how much money you're moving, you could be taxed nothing on that money. Like if it's considered a long-term capital gain. But like Dundee was saying, make sure you pay your taxes on that money, because I hate to see somebody come up and then have to do some time in prison. So
I think so to Dondi's point about keeping things within the wallet, one of the things that you'll start to see is that some companies, the major that I can think of right now are the CEOs, Mark Cuban and Elon Musk. You can spend Dogecoin, or soon you'll be able to spend Dogecoin at games, at Dodgers games, and Elon Musk, you can buy Teslas with Bitcoin, right? So you'll start to see that you're able to transact in these cryptocurrencies more and more. So you don't actually need to cash it out to US dollars. Like we're so conditioned to spend US dollars that we want to see those greenbacks in our account, Wells account, our Regions account. But like the guys that I know that have major money in crypto, they keep all that shit in their wallet and they cash out 2,500 when I need it, 1,000 when I need it, 500 when I need it. Like, and keep all of that shit in crypto and not, because in a lot of your wallets, you can
I
actually
100%,
you can store
I
cash.
100% agree with what Ray is saying. And I want to just pull that thread a little bit. By the time, for those of us who have small kids, by the time they grow up, they won't know what paper money is.
Right.
They'll be looking at paper money the way that we look at back in the days when people used to trade gold bars.
When you could pay for shit with stamps.
Right. Yeah. So yes, but make sure you check with your tax professional if you catch out. But here's one quick nugget. Concerning Dogecoin. I have a strong feeling that Dogecoin will be listed on Coinbase in the immediate future, and when that happens, it's gonna go to $3. It's gonna go anywhere from $3 to $5. Okay, so it's not too late. Like a lot of people, no, you can't do the same numbers that you would have did if you would have bought it for a fraction of a penny, but it's still going to net you more money than the stock market. Which I'm not gonna get on my gripe with the stock market. So the Dogecoin still has a lot of upside, and Doge token is riding the back of Dogecoin now.
And to your point, on the upside part,
both of these still have a lot of upside, and in particular, Doge token. Like I said, I'm not selling anything until it hits $1.
Me neither.
I'm not selling. Growing. When I started my group, the group, I told the group, I said, "Hey, everyone, we are officially adopting Doge token. Our goal is to get this to 1 penny by the end of the year." And I promised everybody, I said, if we can't get this thing to a penny, we all need to turn our degrees in.
Fatima,
we got it to a penny in 3 weeks.
Get a Fatima, boy. Fatima, you're so aggressive. God damn. Can someone help me? Help me. We see you, team.
We live,
man. No, so Dondi, can you explain something for me and for the people in the audience? One of the things that I don't understand, and help me out with this, is the difference in trading shares of a crypto coin versus actually owning the crypto coin, right? So when I'm on Robinhood and I buy into, say, Dogecoin, right? Like I don't have a drive with a key that like I can actually transact this Bitcoin. So like what's the difference in that? Or can I actually transact from my Robinhood account to other?
I actually think that's very suspect of Robinhood, because if you and I am now, and I'm not telling anyone to go make a major financial move, because Robinhood has been good to a lot of retail investors. But for me, I don't bang with Robinhood for that very reason, because if I so-called own X amount of Dogecoins or Bitcoin, I should be able to send you, Ray, to your Bitcoin wallet. I should have a wallet address, and I should be able to send that to. And I'm not making any predictions, but I suspect that the SEC is going to crack down on that, because the whole purpose of cryptocurrency, and the reason why it's not regulated right now, is that cryptocurrency is not considered ownership in a corporate commercial enterprise. It's considered ownership in a currency. So you can't regulate people trading dollars or quarters or $100 bills. You shouldn't be able to regulate cryptocurrency. But where a lot of cryptocurrencies get in trouble at is when they start to be viewed as stock share ownership in a company. That's where people get in trouble.
And that's what Robinhood treats it as. It's like shares in Dogecoin, not actually owning Dogecoin.
And so I'm surprised. I'm extremely surprised that the SEC is not all over that.
That's right. Because y'all remember the GameStop?
It's supposed to be a currency, and right now, like I can't trade like either I sell or not. Like I can't send, Ray Wills. I can't send you 100 Dogecoins if I wanted to, and that's weird.
Not at all. So the only way, and that's why I would like to find somewhere else to store my Dogecoin, right? Outside of Robinhood, because I don't want to cash out, but I also don't want to keep it there, right? But there's no way to send it anywhere else because you don't have a wallet address. So if you have your Dogecoin, and so one of my boys bought it in Bittrex. So Bittrex is one that he uses, but
like within Robinhood, there's no way for me to send it other than to cash out, repurchase, and buy it somewhere else.
Yeah, I have on good authority that Robinhood is aware of that and that they are going to be implementing it. But in the meantime, I try my hardest not to buy and sell my crypto on Robinhood for that very purpose.
Gotcha. I didn't so like. Where do you hold your Dogecoin? Just sorry, Joe.
My Dogecoin is being held with Blockfolio.
Okay, got it.
Blockfolio.
Cool.
2 points I want to make real quick, just to piggyback off of what you guys were saying. Do you remember when GameStop had their explosive, increase?
Hell yeah.
I remember Robinhood blocking people from buying that share, and they've done it with a couple of more. They've done it with a couple of other things as well, and I'm like, everybody was just pissed. So because of that, like, I've made some decent money with Dogecoin in Robinhood, but I haven't touched that money, and I probably won't touch it until I'm ready to take it all out because I don't like the way Robinhood conducts business. Also, I wanted to bring up the point about a hard wallet. I don't hear many people talking about a hard wallet. I'm about to order two. It's literally a hardware that looks like a thumb drive. And through that thumb drive, you get to own your key. If you know anything about the keys right now, they are generated from the program, whatever wallet you're invested in. But with a hard wallet, you literally own your key. Now, if you lose it, I mean, you assed out. But it is the most secure method, per my research, that you can use to secure your coins. So just because it's a lot of scam, it's a lot, we're on a digital network. And
let me just say this, and it's funny y'all bring up Robinhood. When you're trading on Robinhood, you're at a significant disadvantage from your traders who are trading on Wall Street. In this one class that I took, they said that this one Wall Street firm was cutting a deal, and they asked them, like, well, how much of they were asking them to get stock information earlier. And they said, well, how much time do you need? How much faster do you need to be able to get stock information? And the company said, we just need 1 millisecond. We need to be able to get information 1 millisecond quicker than the retail consumer, which is us.
Family.
And so the reason, and you might think, damn, what are they going to do with a 1 millisecond advantage over us trading on Robinhood? Well, the answer is, in the time that it takes us to read one paragraph in an SEC disclosure, which is supposed to give us information to make an educated guess on whether or not to buy a stock, in the time it takes us to read that one paragraph, the people on Wall Street with these powerful Bloomberg terminals that's using AI technology, they're able to, you have a machine read thousands and thousands and thousands of disclosure documents and place thousands of trades in the time it takes us to read one paragraph. And so we're at a serious disadvantage when we're using Robinhood versus people on Wall Street. That's why, like, I no longer believe in people who be like, yo, I'm a Wall Street whiz. Like, there's no way you could be a Wall Street whiz unless you got a $40,000 Bloomberg terminal.
There's a movie. There's a movie about that called The Hummingbird Project. So if you haven't seen it, to your point about getting milliseconds from Middle America to Wall Street, The Hummingbird Project is a good movie.
And that's why physical location and being a Wall Street firm or a hedge fund, company located on Wall Street is so important, because that internet latency that will come as a result of them being located anywhere else puts them at a trading disadvantage. They literally operate in milliseconds and place these trades automatic. And so, like, one thing I learned through trading cryptocurrency is that the average guy can't get a Bloomberg terminal in his home. But when you're trading cryptocurrency, so you have wallets like Lobster. And if you don't want to deal with a very steep learning curve, that's fine. But you also have the cryptocurrency equivalent called Stellarport or Stellar Term. Those are two different trading things where you literally have something similar to a Bloomberg terminal. So you can see all the trades and all the movements being made in real time. So when I'm trading and I'm watching people trade in Lobster, it's like I'm able to get more data quicker. And so it showed me that, and when it comes to Wall Street, when I'm trading on Stellar Turn, as opposed to trading on Lobster, it shows me the disadvantage that people have. So for those of you that really want to dig in and get into this, I encourage you to download Stellarport, that's stellarport.io, or go to Stellar Turn. And you could pull that up and you can start trading that way. And that way you can see the sale book. You're not just selling everything at market rate. You could place competitive sell offers or buy offers. So that's one thing that I think that I want people to think about. For those of you who have already dealt with Lobster.
For your thoughts on that, man, I wanted to download and get active in all of them so that I could understand how each of them works individually and how they work differently. Some are good, some aren't for everybody. For some people, they just need to be able to get a position, and that's the one I want to make sure folks can.
And see, and this is why
first.
Now I might get in trouble with a lot of financial planners, and by far, I'm not a financial planner. Like, do not take my financial advice. But in my personal experience, I have found more success in the cryptocurrency market because what's so good about the blockchain is there's 100% transparency. You can see what everybody who owns a particular asset is doing with that asset. You just don't know who it is. So anyone who owns Doge tokens, literally your public key is on there, and people can see everything you're doing, but they just don't know who you are. And so what I was able to notice in studying this Doge token was that the people who held a lot, they really was making maneuvers to control the price. So, and they call these people whales. These are people who own so much of a particular cryptocurrency that I could watch them, or by looking at the blockchain, I was able to watch them manipulate the markets. And it made me realize that when it comes to the stock market, we're at a disadvantage because, like, when you go in a grocery store one day and milk is $2, and then you come back Friday and it's $4, there's someone there's some well out there that made that happen, but you just don't see it happening. With cryptocurrency, I was able to see a guy dump a huge amount of Doge tokens. He made the price go in a free fall. Unsophisticated investors, retail investors on Wall Street, they quickly sold all their Doge tokens in a panic. And then I saw this same guy buy up everybody's stuff at a discount because everybody is panic selling. Then he took everything everybody bought, jacked the price back up, and then every couple of days, and one day I can pull the chart up, and you can see the price rise, and you see the price drop real fast. And it was caused by one individual. And it made me realize that what I had in looking at this blockchain with Doge token, I had 100% transparency of every single financial transaction that was going on in a specific economic ecosystem. And by being able to see that, you can see how the crypto equivalency, which we call a whale, how they move. And when you know how whales move, you can predict the market. And that's that level of transparency we will never have. We don't know who is the biggest shareholder of Apple stock, who's the biggest shareholder of Microsoft. Like, we don't know that. In cryptocurrency, we don't know their name, but we can watch them move. You know what I mean? And that's what gives us, in my opinion, an advantage in trading in the crypto market that don't exist in the regular, stock exchange.
Yo, somebody check the chat. I think my man Dave is trying to tap.
Yeah, so I can't find him in I don't know where he's watching from. If he's on the Let's Talk About It page or on the in the HBCU cast. If somebody could send David PM the link to the StreamYard so he can tap in.
Yeah, he's right. He's right here in the chat. I can see him saying, "I'm here." Ray, how do I tap in? I specialize in taxation advisory.
So I see it in our comments, but I don't know which group on Facebook he's in, and we're not friends, so I can't send him the link.
Oh, basically, the guy has to click on the link like you guys click on the link. So if anybody knows him, send it to him, please, because we're getting ready to tap out here. David, we would like for you to join us. If you can hurry up and join us quickly, that'd be great.
Somebody got to send the link to his inbox, though, Sammy. Somebody's inbox.
I know.
He did already.
Real quick, I saw in the comments, Laura Sal I saw Laura say, but y'all told us to use Robinhood. I don't have a problem with people using Robinhood. I'm looking at it as a like sort of a cryptocurrency purist, where like I really want to use cryptocurrency as a currency, not just as a medium to invest. So if I'm supposed to own a 10,000 Dogecoins, I want to be able to send someone, 80 of them if I need to. So that's the only gripe. It's more like a nerd beef, but I'm not saying at all like everyone pull out of Robinhood, but Robinhood does have its limitations.
It's a functionality beef also though, right? Like, so if I want to buy a Tesla with my Dogecoin, I can't through Robinhood. If I want to go to a Yankees game or to a Dodgers game and I want to pay in Dogecoin or Bitcoin, you can't do that with Robinhood.
Which wallet can you pay for it in?
So that's what I was asking Andy about, like hard wallets versus like virtual wallets and how those transactions work, because I don't know that. Because I don't know.
So do you think, Dondi, do you think that the wallet that Joe Cross is purchasing, that actual tangible hard wallet, do you think that's the way to go to where you can use your shit while you out?
Yeah, so I don't really have a preference on hard wallet versus virtual wallet because they both are based on sort of the same like cryptology and.
Hey, David, turn your phone landscape, please. There you go, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
What's going on, boss?
Oh man, it's been a full day. I'm in Miami now. Miami is becoming the crypto hub of the country here, and so I'm down here dealing with some clients and helping people understand what to do with their digital asset investments.
That's what's up. Dondi, go ahead.
Oh, wow.
He's frozen. Well, so David, what do you have for us?
No, I was just saying that,
Go ahead, Dondi.
No, I was just saying that I'm not like telling everyone to pull out of Robinhood. Like if it works for you, use it. It's just more of a nerd gripe. That's all.
All right. So David, thank you for joining us, man.
My
we
pleasure.
Appreciate you. I saw that you said you are an accountant, a crypto accountant specifically. Talk to us. What specifically do you do? What do you know? What can you share, bro?
All right. So my name is David Spencer. I'm a CPA, and I used to work at RSM. RSM is the 5th largest firm in the country. I was on their digital innovation team, and I worked there for a year and a half. I've been a CPA since 2014. I've been doing taxes and taxation. And I was working there and I was into digital assets. I was the guy in the break room telling everybody, hey, have you heard about Bitcoin, this, that, and the other thing? And they were like, whatever. And I was like, whatever, I'm out. And I started my own firm, DKS Tax and Consulting. We specialize in digital asset taxation and advisory. And that's what I've been doing ever since, so I deal with a lot of clients who are in decentralized finance. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to talk about that a little bit yet, and who've seen amazing gains in their digital asset portfolios. And it's really a pleasure to serve them. Most often they're very happy people who have seen their lives change due to digital assets. So it's really been a joy.
That's exactly what we've been talking about, my brother.
Decentralized finance.
I mean,
and the life-changing aspect of it.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely. So my brother Dondi is really the catalyst of this movement that we've been on. And I'm glad that you are on and Dondi is on, so we can link everybody. But go ahead, continue on. You're getting ready to say something, Dave.
Yes, and so a lot of clients I deal with, they're on platforms like Sushi Swap, Pancake Swap, Iron Finance, and oftentimes these are lending platforms, right? So as an investor, what we're doing is we're providing liquidity to that platform, and then the platform is using that funds on the other end to lend out to investors and developers and entrepreneurs and the like. The people who are invested in the platform, they receive a return. That return is exponentially greater than what we receive in banks. So in a bank, you're going to receive 1 to 1% interest, maybe if you get lucky, right? Decentralized finance, they have APRs of 25, 50, and sometimes 100% plus. And so it's amazing to see some of the things that these clients have been able to get involved in. And, you know, I echo kind of what you're saying. And just to give you a little bit more context on that millisecond difference between the Robinhood traders and the Wall Street traders, right? And that millisecond is very different, is very important because they do in fact use that to make trades. And what happens in Robinhood is the aggregate of all those individual investors create a whale. Okay. And that millisecond information, what those firms on Wall Street do is they front run the Robinhooders trades. So Robinhood will have 10,000 people buy something in a day. And then at the end of the day, the people at Wall Street say, okay, that's what happened. Bam, we're going to front run that trade by a half a second. When we buy it at $1, then all the Robinhooders come behind us and buy it at $1.05, push it up to $2. Then we're going to get out the door. We made the profit from the $1 to the $2, right? So use simple numbers. And that millisecond is exactly how they make their money. So it really is an advantage. You are at a disadvantage on Robinhood, but if you go to a normal brokerage house, you're going to pay a lot more fees. You're going to have other expenses, right? What they've done is they've traded those expenses, and instead of paying money, you're paying in information,
right?
Okay, and you know it's a trade-off, right? So it's a trade-off. You can either not trade, or you can trade for quote unquote free, right? And so that is in fact how it works. And so that was a good explanation and a very key point to make.
Yeah. So David,
go ahead.
I have a couple questions on the educational side.
Go for it.
I'm sorry, Sam, you muted, my brother. What'd you say? Okay.
I said Joe and then Dondi. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, for one, for the people who don't know, including myself, because I'm no guru with this, how does Bitcoins or altcoins or cryptocurrency work? What are they mining? How does that information turn into money? That's one. Two, what's the difference between a crypto and an altcoin? Are they the same thing? Those are my questions right now.
Okay, so those are two really good questions. So the first thing I like to say is use an analogy. So if we think about Facebook is to the internet as Bitcoin is to the blockchain, right? Facebook runs on the internet and Bitcoin runs on the blockchain, okay? So that's the relationship between them. Blockchain is the technology that allows Bitcoin to operate. So when we think about Bitcoin specifically, let's analogize that to blockchain 1.0. Okay. When we look at Bitcoin, if we look at the actual the blockchain itself, Bitcoin is terribly slow. It really actually takes 10 minutes for one block to be created on the Bitcoin blockchain. So what that means is, in order for one confirmation to happen, which is what solidifies the transaction, which finalizes the transaction, for the time it takes for that to happen is actually 10 minutes. So when you're trading on any exchange, what you're doing is you're making an entry on that exchange's ledger, okay? And over the course of a day, they have so many trades in and so many trades out. And at the end of the day, then they settle up and they say, okay, how many Bitcoin do I need to buy, or how many Bitcoin do I need to sell, right? So that's how it works. Then the question of what's the difference between altcoin? What is an altcoin? That's really just a name they give for anything other than Bitcoin at this point, right? They all operate on some version of the blockchain. So there's blockchain 1.0, let's call that Bitcoin, okay? And Bitcoin has a slow block speed. It's got several different kind of technical difficulties. But let's say you're a bank, and maybe you're a company and you're gonna buy a port in a city. So you're gonna buy $50 million port, okay? You're not worried about 10 minutes. That's not a big problem for you, right? Because it's such a big transaction, and the fees on the blockchain are gonna be less than the fees at the bank. If you try to do the same transaction at a bank, they're gonna charge you $1 million, and it's gonna take a couple weeks to make that happen. On the blockchain, let's say you want to spend, that many millions of dollars with Bitcoin, it's much easier. Let's say it takes, an hour because you want so many confirmations in order to be sure that the transaction is valid, finalized. Okay, an hour versus a couple weeks with a bank, that's a good transaction. But if I try to buy a cup of coffee with my Bitcoin and I want to make sure that the transaction is finalized, my coffee is cold by the time the transaction is done. All right. So then we have blockchain 2.0, which would be Ethereum. Okay. Ethereum was the second digital asset that was created by Vitalik Buterin, and it had added in smart contracts, right? So a smart contract allows you to do autonomous activities, right? So you can program an activity that says when this thing happens, when this event, it's called from a developer standpoint, it's called a change of state, right? When some document gets signed or something in the real world happens, then the contract on the blockchain automatically executes that transaction. Okay.
Got it.
That's the difference between the Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? But then there's questions about Ethereum, right? So if we look at Ethereum is already on 2.0. Okay. So we've got Bitcoin, we've got blockchain, and now we have Ethereum 2.0, which was just released recently. And now we can stake. If we go to Coinbase and you got some Ethereum, they might have asked you if you wanted to stake your Ethereum. Okay. The reason that they've went to Ethereum 2.0 is because the storage of the information. All right. We often think of things when they're in the cloud as some place that is non-physical. But the reality of it is that when it's in the cloud, it's located in an enormous server farm.
Server base out in middle America somewhere. Exactly.
Right. And if you want to run an Ethereum node, now you have to have enough storage capacity to get all of the to store all of the transactions that have already happened, and then the ones that are going to happen next. So that has created a problem for Ethereum. Okay. And I'm not telling you what I think. This is what Vitalik Buterin, the developer of Ethereum, says. This is why he created Ethereum 2.0. So they're doing so in order to solve that problem. Okay. So let's say that's 2.1 or something. Okay. Then we've got XRP, which is a blockchain 3.0, which runs on a platform called Federated Byzantine Agreement. It is
that's Ripple for those that don't know.
Yes, Ripple is the company that issues XRP. Correct. And they have a different platform. It's called Federated Byzantine Agreement. I personally think it's a superior technology, but I think that the marketplace is going to figure that out as we go.
Pause for a second, David.
Go for it.
And just point out that it is a superior technology, and they're currently tied up in litigation with SEC so that they can catch up to trying to figure out why it's superior. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the SEC lawsuit is a very important thing for the entire digital asset space. And the reason is because it's going to give clarity. Right now, banks can't hold digital assets. Well, they can hold stable coins, but they can't really interact with the digital asset space because they don't have regulatory clarity. Okay. So then the SEC
on paper they can't, but they're all doing it. They're all doing it underground. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yes and no on paper. So it was like January 4th or something. The controller of the currency, which is the one who regulates the banks, they said that banks can hold stable coins, but the banks are still kind of leery. They're still kind of doing it off the book, like you're saying, right?
Well, that's what I was saying. So like the CEO of JP Morgan had his daughter buy like $1 million in crypto, like in Bitcoin. Like, so that's what I'm saying. So they can't do it on the books, but they're doing it in other ways. They're having their family contain coin, saying thing in the press, and then have their family go up and buy up the shit. And then it rises back up and they make money even off the books. Sorry, David, didn't mean to cut you off, but go ahead.
You're right. They do have that technique, but there's another technique called a special purpose entity, SPE, right? Or a special purpose vehicle. And they can use that to pull it off of the books of the bank. So the bank can still use it. The bank can do it, but it's technically off of the bank's balance sheet. So you're right. They're doing it. They just do it split. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Special purpose entity.
Yo, this can. Oh, go ahead, David. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I can take a breath.
No, I was gonna say we can really, literally talk about this forever. This is so interesting. It's so exciting as well. Definitely with the with the profits that this collective have
David,
been
can you send me
seeing.
a friend request, please? Sorry, David, can
Me
you send
too,
me a friend
David.
request?
Me too, bro. Me too.
So David, if you want, there's a group
Change my
called the
name.
Love Movement. There's a group called the Love Movement
Okay.
that our brother Dondi started, and it's on Facebook. Make sure you join that. That's how we are communicating with each other
Okay.
and really, spreading the word and getting this out. Are you familiar with Dodge Token?
Yeah. So Dogecoin is an interesting story. So Dogecoin has been around a long time. It was originally created as a joke. The creator of Dogecoin created as a haha. Go ahead.
So we're familiar with Dogecoin. We're talking about Doge Token.
Yeah, so
I
David,
don't know. Go ahead.
and that's something I wanted to mention. Because someone in the chat said, "Yo, can you guys talk about how bad cryptocurrency in general is for the environment?" So if you notice, like, and it goes to the point, David. So he was talking about Dodge token, which Dodgette, as we call it, but that's why I'm now into tokens and cryptocurrency that's traded on the Stellar network. Because the Stellar network, number one, it takes 3 seconds for a transaction. So it's way faster than Ethereum. It's way faster than Bitcoin. And then also it's also green because it doesn't require the huge amounts of power consumption that is required to mine. They basically do their mining in a process called the Stellar Consensus Protocol. And so what you have is the reason why I believe in the Stellar network so heavy is because it solves a lot of the problems and frustrations that we have with Bitcoin as well as Ethereum.
You're absolutely correct. Go ahead.
I got a question, guys, and I think other people did too. I'm in tech. I'll develop just to let that be known. The act of mining equating to money, or not, whatever you want to define money as. The act of saying I have a machine, or obviously not my machine, a really, really fast machine that mines, and how that increases value.
So mining itself doesn't increase value. And so I think I have a question. What's the difference between Dogecoin and Doge token? I'm not sure if I'm aware of that difference.
So
we got 9 minutes. We got 9 minutes.
We'll touch base on that offline.
Okay.
Let's touch base on that offline.
But go ahead. Somebody explain real quick.
I got it covered. Somebody do it offline, Tammy.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So maybe I'll hold my comments because let me speak about Dogecoin, because it is either way. It's an interesting study in supply and demand, because when we think about the most fundamental rules of economics, supply and demand is the key. Okay. And that's what we're seeing with Doge, right? I'll just say Doge, because the demand has gone up, and that is going to increase price in anything, right? If they sold the pet rock, right? So something is money when people decide it is, because we are what actually creates the economy. When people talk about the economy, it's the people, right? That's what
it's called, the term for it is consumer confidence. But go ahead.
Correct. You're absolutely right. As long as people believe in it, that's what gives it money. It gives it value. I mean, even the U.S. dollar, the only reason people believe in the U.S. dollar is because everybody has agreed that that's what it is. Okay. So supply and demand is the trump card on all of that. Technology and everything. Supply and demand rules the day. I personally believe that eventually the technology will trump all that. But I think it remains to be seen. I didn't think Dogecoin was going to get to where it is now. So I mean that part. But
so
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that. So consumer confidence basically says that I believe in the value of the thing that I'm holding, right? So if I tell you that I will give you a Ferrari for this pencil is now worth a Ferrari to you, right? And so that's the theory behind consumer confidence. And so what happened during the Nixon administration is that we went away from the gold standard, and Nixon's attorney general went over to the Saudis and made everyone in the world purchase oil in US dollars. So that's the only way that the dollar has been worth anything for the last 70 years, is because the world has had to buy oil with it. But go ahead, my bad.
You're absolutely right. That is the petrodollar system that we've been operating on since 1971. You're absolutely correct.
Zeitgeist 101.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And that's why we continue to go to war over oil.
Because Iraq did nothing.
And let me throw something out there real quick. A lot of people, I get a lot of questions on crypto, like, well, what backs crypto? And I love to give people a rhetorical response, which is, well, what backs the US dollar? Because for the last, I think, and David, you correct me, it's been quite some time where gold no longer backs the US dollar. And then the question remains, what backs gold? Gold is just a rock, really. And so so this whole notion that nothing backs crypto and one day it's going to be this epic failure, to me is not. And what makes crypto different from normal fiat money in my eyes is that you could see everything moving on the blockchain. That insight, and David mentioned the value of information, that insight that you get from being able to see the blockchain, it makes for a whole different economic dynamic between the consumer and the producers of those of products and things that are for sale. So that's what's so revolutionary about cryptocurrency, is that you can see everything that everyone is doing.
That is right. Now, I want to circle back to the question about mining, because it is not the act of mining. Yep. It is the fact that people want it. Mining is the action necessary to validate the transaction. So when we say that Bitcoin takes 10 minutes for a transaction to happen, well, what are they waiting for? What they're waiting for is the miners. They're waiting for the miners to validate the transaction and actually execute it, right? Because it is the software behind the blockchain that actually executes the transaction once it's been validated on the blockchain.
And they take a fee or a portion of that transaction, and that's how mining gives you currency, or gives you coins, or portions of coins.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. What part of that process is a coin or a token produced?
There are fractions of, and so like mining, like doing one or validating one transaction doesn't give you a total coin, but it'll give you a piece of that transaction that you're validating, right? So in theory, right?
And Sammy, I know we pressed for time, but let me just try to explain it like this.
We're very
-year-old grandmother. All right, so the way I would explain it to my 91-year-old grandmother is that when you mine cryptocurrency, you go through a mathematical process to prove that this thing is what it says it is. And so imagine when you go buy a diamond, right? And the jeweler takes this little thing and they look in there and they can tell that it's a diamond.
It's called a loop.
The process of mining based on mathematics is essentially a jeweler looking at it and saying, this is valid. So now you have a situation where there's mathematical proof that there can't be a flood of fake cryptocurrency on the market. So look at it like that. And it's based on complex mathematics that are very hard to break. And so that's why people who make a lot of money mining, they have to use extremely powerful computers. Because it used to be, I remember when I first started, when I used to mine Bitcoin, I used to be able to pop 2 or 3 Bitcoins a day on a regular laptop. This was back in 2010. And side note, I once bought a Papa John's pizza, 2-liter Sprites, some hot wings, and some breadsticks for 36 Bitcoin. Add that up, 36 Bitcoin from Papa John's at one point. But anyway, I digress. So mining, so it used to be that I used to be able to mine, a few Bitcoins a day on a regular laptop. Now that's impossible. You have to have super powerful computers, damn near like server rooms, and now it costs more money and power than you will ever produce in Bitcoin. So you can't ever make money unless you're got a cheap supply of power and very, very fast computers. You literally can't make money mining Bitcoins as a private individual, in my opinion. So
yeah, you're absolutely right. And I know we're pressed for time, and I'll leave you with a very interesting kind of curious thing about the mining. So one of the reasons it takes so much power is because those computers get hot, right? They're doing a lot of work, they get hot. And the second reason is because of the energy, right? So one of the solutions to that, this is going to sound outrageous, but I promise you they're working on it, is putting nodes and mining machines in space, because space is infinitely cold and you have an unlimited supply of solar energy. So that's one of the
I like
solutions.
this guy.
Let me know what company. Let me know what company.
Right. Let me know what
you're
company's
hitting
doing
Dave,
that.
so I can
'Cause
invest in that.
I want to
I'll
be
give you a hint.
in.
Tesla's not
Elon
sending
Musk. That's
satellites for no reason.
that's what this is all about. That's
He's
what he
not sending
means when he say he's
satellites for
going
no
to the
reason.
moon. That's what he's
Right.
talking about.
Oh,
All right,
To
folks.
the
So
Yeah,
moon.
let me
hey,
go ahead and
you know
jump
what?
in and help you out real quick, Sammy. I know
Wow.
we're pressed for time. I got to put a couple of pieces out there, right? We are talking. You brought Elon Musk, who's going to be on Saturday Night Live here this weekend. Once Elon Musk goes to Saturday Night, we know what Dogecoin is going to do. We already know this. Keep in mind that there's only one human who's produced a car that's orbiting Earth.
So,
Rob, I hope you're hearing that, Rob Howell. I hope you're hearing that.
Yeah,
here's
and so
Hold on, Donnie. Final thoughts, real quick. Donnie, we'll start with you, real quick. Go ahead, please.
So here's my final thought when it comes to cryptocurrency, and this is why I'm so passionate about it. This is why I started a group called the Love Movement. This is why I've been giving crypto tips that have produced anywhere from in the neighborhood of $50 million in wealth for people. Like I said, it's been amazing. Just go to the group; it's receipts there. This is one thing that, because cryptocurrency is a 100% anonymous but 100% transparent, this is something that pretty much removes any element of systemic racism. So now racism is not an excuse. Being black, you're not 2 steps behind. Because I just told y'all that in my group, a teacher who invested $100 at the end of the week, she had 21,000. You know what I'm saying? I put in $700 and now my shit is at 500K. And anybody want to see a receipt, I'm happy to provide it. So this ain't no cap. And this ain't no get rich quick stuff.
You ain't got to provide that. They believe you.
Yeah, this is not no get rich quick stuff. This
I
is
got
just
dozen clients
simply
that do
what's
things.
happening is there's a global financial transfer of wealth and the way money works at a global stage. And so when these cryptocurrencies on the market, it's not just US dollars. It's money from everywhere pouring into it. So that's how $700 can produce $500,000 in 2 weeks. And so we cannot afford, as black people, we cannot afford to miss this train.
Yes.
Y'all want reparations? This is your reparations.
This is
your reparations.
This is
right
it.
here. You cannot
This is
afford
it.
not to take
This
part
is
in this.
it.
You need to get your friends. You need to get your grandmother.
Yes.
You need to get your mom, your homegirl,
I
your
signed
homeboy.
I signed my
niggas
mama up
from the hood
yesterday.
trading crypto.
It's real.
I got my niggas from the hood trading
For
crypto.
sure. Yep.
All right,
This
Ray
is
Willis,
a great equalizer for black people.
Ray
There are
Willis,
no more
final.
excuses.
So just final thoughts, man. Like I just like we see the memes that say, what would you say to your 18-year-old self, to your 17-year-old self? And like the one thing that I've always said, right, like, because I started A&M when I was 17, the one thing that I always say is that I would tell myself to invest in Apple stock and into Google stock, right? And I feel like the movement that the community that we're creating is that, right? Like it's investing in Apple in 2003. It's investing in Google in 2005. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the moment to where, like, that money that you spend at the club, you know, like that $100 bottle on Tuesday that you got, you know what I mean? Like, put it into something that might change your life. And like, again, I'll tell y'all that I'm upset because Alicia, I was out of the country when I couldn't get it verified, because apparently Lobster doesn't do business in New York. It's the only fucking state that's not listed. So I wasn't able to use any of my cards for Lobster. But anyway, I was finally able to get in, but not before everyone else did. But long story short, man, just even if you don't believe, just take a chance on something, right? Like put 50, 100, whatever you can afford to lose, because you should never invest more than you're prepared to lose. But put a couple of bucks in crypto and just ride the wave, man. I love y'all.
That's what it is. Final thoughts, Sadari.
Yeah, man, I think the conversation is good. I think it's positive. I'm most definitely, being a technical person, I'm always extremely skeptical. I think you guys have done a lot to remove my skepticism. I've been skeptical of cryptocurrency from day one, but now I'm a believer. My friends have done it. I think the research is there. I think the data is there. I think the technology is there. I think it's got to the point where like you almost can't miss this one, right? If you miss this one, yeah, I mean, and then honestly, for most people, what's a couple $100, right? I get it. There are people starving, so I'm not acting like a millionaire, but I do waste money too, right? So if I just take all the money I would spend on going out on dates or drinks or food and put like $300-400, I can't lose, right? What's that? That's money I was going to spend anyway. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. I'll probably do a little more than that, but from a personal standpoint, I really appreciate the information. David, I really appreciate you coming on, man, and just blessing us with that knowledge. It was really in depth. I wish we had more time. It was extremely knowledgeable. Dundee, you as well. Start picking up your phone sometimes, Dundee. That'd be awesome. And I think we did good this time, guys. I think kind of making up for some past mishaps. So I really think tonight was a great episode, man.
We don't have mishaps. Joe Maddie, final thoughts.
Fantastic. Good thoughts, Sadarik. I really appreciate that. I personally apologize to you, but I can't explain to you something I don't understand. I've gotten in touch with David K. Spencer before. We talked about this. I knew he had to be in this conversation. There's some other people who are part of this conversation that we're trying to line up. And as we get them lined up, we have more power behind the push. This movement is a long movement. People died for our right to vote. But again, I would rather someone die for my right to buy some politicians so that we can get the money we need, right? And this is the guy that's going to make sure that I don't go to jail for tax fraud in doing it, right? So in that, I mean, I started out with Dogecoin at $150. I was going to drink that one day, right? $150 is what I was going to drink. I made sure that I understood this thing so that I could walk people through it. If you called me, text me, chatted with me, and walked through it, drop a comment in the chats. I want to make sure that we're all on this spaceship because this thing is loading. And what we've done with Doge token, we can do again, and we can do again, and we can do again until we've got enough people on board and understanding this so that we can move mountains together.
My only thing is, and I love getting people on board. My only thing is, I don't, it's like it's hard trying to convince people. You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right. And for that reason, I'm not convincing anybody.
I'm not even
ready to take the step.
Want to hold your hand.
Walking them through it. But if I can get you through this, we're good. We're good. Yeah. And I can bill my time to my company, my LLC, and I can figure out how to bill that as tax deductible. Thanks, David.
That's what it is. Hey, Joe Cross, final thoughts.
Final thoughts, man. Just a couple very quick points here. For one, this has been a very enlightening conversation. This has been awesome. I was fortunate enough to invest in Dogecoin early and Doge token early. So, I'm a happy individual right now. Number two, David Spencer, thank you, my brother. I would love to somehow, keep in contact with you.
Done, Joe Cross. I got you.
Thank you. Also, just my brother Dundee. I know he said that he has a coin coming soon. I'm just curious to know what 9,000 people investing in a coin. Also, our glorious university investing in the coin, and the Aura Lee Foundation investing in the coin. What can we do? What can we accomplish if everybody backs my man? And we got David here, another piece of the puzzle. Like this thing could be just I don't know. I'm a visionary anyway, but I see awesome things in the future for my people, for myself, and I love you guys. Chat gang, holla at your boy.
David, real quick, final thoughts.
I just want to kind of echo what people said. This is the very beginning, right? Over the next, I'm a believer in companies, right? So, as an accountant, I take probably a little bit more conservative view, and I like operating companies that provide a gooder service to a customer who will pay them a fee, right? And over the next 10 years, there's going to be 100 companies who are operating companies where you don't have to worry about what they're doing because they're the brick builders of the digital city of the future. If we think about how a city is created, the first things you got to build is the sewers and the roads and the very unsexy parts. Okay. That's where we're at right now. Infrastructure. Correct. And that's what we're building right now. Infrastructure. And it's not that. And it's but it's going to be the digital those are going to be the ones that change the world. And to make an analogy, Berkshire Hathaway Class A shares, right? Berkshire Hathaway Class A shares, last time I checked, were trading about $34,000 a share. Okay. Nobody ever told you to invest in those, right? Because of $34,000. That's the way the coins of today are going to be. The coins of today that we're looking on Coinbase are 5, 10, 50, $100 are going to be thousands and thousands of dollars in the future. Right. And we would be lucky to be here at the moment of time in history when we were able to get it for, the money that we would have drank on the weekend. Right. And so that's kind of A. The opportunity is just getting started. Right. And B, I'll give a shameless plug. I'm DKS CPA, the blockchain accountant. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the social media platforms. And that's what I do every day is serve digital asset investors, help them with their digital asset taxation. I help people set up corporations to protect their digital asset gains, because if you've got, $2,000 worth of income coming in every day from DeFi investments, that adds up pretty quick over the year, and you're paying 37% of that to the government. There are ways to minimize and reduce that, as well as enjoy additional benefits because now you're a corporation owner. So that's what I do every day. Please reach out, find me, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, DKS CPA, the blockchain accountant, man. I'll holler.
Now, did you go to A&M?
No, I went to University of Oregon, man. Go Ducks.
Okay, so how did you find out about Let's Talk About It?
Oh, man, look, man, you know what it is. It's 06 out here.
Okay, all right, there it is. Okay.
That's my man's.
Well, we really appreciate you joining us, Dave.
These niggas, yeah. Yo, can I get your Nike plug, dog? Because my sneakers connect is terrible. So if you went to Oregon, then I know you plugged with Nike. I just need your contact, please, brother. Like,
I'm a boy, Big Phil. You know what I'm saying? He back at the spot.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank
David,
you.
David, don't do it. He's a Kappa. Don't do it.
Okay. Well, I got some cousins who's some Kappas, man.
I know. I'm just giving him
Hey, Dave, I ain't nothing. I'm a me, and I'll take that plug.
Hey, you all right with me too then, man.
I appreciate it. Hey, real quick, something that we did for the chat gang. If you go to the healversuseverybody.com right now, chat gang, type in chat gang, uppercase, you get 30% off right now. All uppercase chat gang. If you go to the healversuseverybody.com,
chat
Alabama
gang,
everybody
versus everybody. Everybody in the chat gang. Chat gang.
Right until like 12 midnight. So you got about another 3 hours. You get 30% off. And that goes for every last one of you guys as well. So you don't have to be in a chat gang. Hey, real quick. 4 more episodes until our last and final episode of Let's Talk About It, which will be live in Huntsville, Alabama during homecoming. So we'll see you guys in about a month, next month in one of those Thursdays. We'll figure it out. Then we'll see you every other month until we see you guys for homecoming.
Let me give you one more plug. Bitcoin 2021, Miami, June 4th and 5th. The ticket costs a little bit, but your digital asset investors out here, they paying for it. Bitcoin 2021, I'm gonna be in the building. Cheers.
There it is.
David, call me. My number's in the chat. Call me.
Let me lock you.
Have a good
Sammy,
day, y'all.
Just go, Sammy.
All right, I'm with you. I got you, man.
Sammy,
We're still on. It's live, guys. We're still on. Don't say anything wild.